All right, Trump hosted a Rose Garden event, and look who he invited to the dinner. We're talking about tech billionaires, Bill Gates. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Bill Gates was there. Tim Cook was there, and Mark Zuckerberg. And we've got video, and we're going to talk about what they discussed. And the MAGA crowd is furious. Look at this headline. They are just foaming at the mouth that Bill Gates, of all people, was invited to this dinner party. But for you guys who have been keeping on the front lines of what's going on, and you pay attention to our podcast, we've shared this with you. Bill Gates and Donald Trump had already had a meeting. They had spoken in privately, and Bill Gates went public with it and talked about how great of a meeting it was and how they're coming together and they're going to collaborate together. And we're going to talk about their initiative, what their goal is, what their agenda is, and how all this is playing into Stargate. So we got a good one today. Let's talk about it.
The following program is brought to you by friends and partners of End Time Headlines.
All right, what's up, everybody? It is Friday. It's finally Friday of the first week of September. We are just that much closer to the kickoff of the UN General Meeting. This is a high-level event that everybody's really wanting to pay attention to. They're focused on. They're anticipating this for multiple reasons. But something just happened involving our President of the United States. He was in a very controversial meeting that he personally invited these individuals to this dinner. We're going to get right into that. I know you guys want to talk about this, and we're going to discuss this in detail. But before we do it, we need your help. We want other people to find our program. We want others to be able to see our content as well. And you can help us out by taking literally a second of your time and hit that like button. That's going to push this out. And if you enjoy our content and you'd like to hear more of it and like to keep up with this here on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. And we'd like to say, take it a step further. If you want to ensure that you don't miss any of our content, because these social media platforms have a tendency to sometimes unfollow you from a page, or they don't send you out a notification. We want you to download our free app. You can get it on Apple or Android, depending on your device. Just go to your Play Store, type in End Time Headlines, look for our official trademark logo right there with ETH. Download it today, hit yes to push notifications, and you're going to be right there. You have everything you need right there. You're going to have the podcast, you're going to have the updates, the breaking news, the prophecy updates. Everything will be right at your fingertips. Now, in the video of this, under the description of this video on YouTube, if you'll just go under there where it says download our free app, all you got to do is click on that link and it'll take you to the page to do that as well. So again, we want to welcome everybody to the program. This is End Time Headlines, news and headlines from a prophetic perspective. If this is your first time tuning in, if you're in the live chat or if you're commenting on YouTube, let us know in the comments that you're new and where you guys are tuning in from. We'd love to hear from you, whether you're in the United States or outside the United States. And also you guys listen by Apple or Spotify. We acknowledge you as well. We appreciate you. And I know you can't hit the like button, but you can give us a good review, and that will get eyes on our program on Spotify and Apple as well. So guys, I want to get right into this. As we talked about right off the opening of this podcast. Now this is past tense because this was last night. And again, we have video of this. We're going to show you this in just a moment. Trump hosted a tech executives. He hosted these tech executives at the Rose Garden event on Thursday night, last night, following a separate gathering on artificial intelligence hosted by First Lady Melania Trump. Though Tesla CEO Elon Musk is notably absent from the guest list. Again, Elon Musk was absent from the list, but there were some interesting figures that were there instead of him. Let's show you the key facts, and we'll dig it deeper in that. Meta's Mark Zuckerberg was there, Apple's Tim Cook, and Microsoft Bill Gates. OpenAI Sam Altman and Greg Brockman, and Google's Sergey Brin and Sundar Pichai, however you pronounce it, are among those on the guest list, according to multiple reports. Trump will host a dinner in the newly renovated Rose Garden. Again, this is past tense, which was paved over recently by the Trump administration. Musk, who had a falling out with Trump shortly after he departed the White House role leading the Department of Government Efficiency, was not on the guest list. All right, look at this. Trump has embraced tech leaders during his second term and taken steps to remove regulatory barriers to artificial intelligence and accelerate development. Why? Because this is the Stargate initiative. Venture capitalist turned White House AI czar David Sachs is expected to attend this event as well. And he did. The First Lady held a separate meeting of her White House task force on AI intelligence education before the Rose Garden event. Now, to say that the MAGA camp was furious is an understatement. Look at this headline. Donald Trump inviting Bill Gates to White House sparks, quote, MAGA fury. Now, according to this report, the MAGA camp, now this is one of many reasons why they were furious, but Gates has been heavily associated with philanthropy in developing countries, and according to the New York Times, he donated $50 million to support then Vice President Kamala Harris in her 2024 election campaign. During the womp pandemic, Gates, who endorsed the vaccines, became a favored target for conspiracy theorists, some of who overlapped with supporters of Trump's Make America Great Again movement. And now again, this is from Newsweek, which is a liberal publication, so that's why, thus the verbiage, the language that you're getting here. The dinner sparked a negative response from some MAGA affiliate accounts on social media, with conservative commentator Robbie Starbuck describing Gates as a, quote, globalist. Posting on X, Starbuck said, quote, "It's infuriating to see Bill Gates at the White House in a position of honor. I want a future where we stop giving power to evil people like Gates. He's a, quote, globalist who hates the America First ideology. His God complex deserves nothing but contempt." Here's another one. Quote, "Something has gone very wrong. Tonight at the White House dinner, on the left sitting next to Trump is Bill Gates, and on the right is Zuckerberg." Here's another one. Quote, "I'm not a fan of Bill Gates at all, like most of you aren't. Elon Musk should be at the White House tonight. Without him, without X, without free speech, none of this happens." Here's another one. Quote, "There is no reason for Bill Gates to be in the White House." Quote, "It was Elon who risked the entire business, his reputation, hundreds of millions of dollars in swing states to help get Trump elected in 2024. Quote, "If President Trump needs tech advisors, Bill Gates and Zuckerberg should not be anywhere near the White House. They both fund radical left-wing groups opposed to MAGA and Trump's policies." All right, now I'm going to show you this clip. This is a clip because you got to remember, Melania Trump hosted this AI meeting before this dinner that Trump hosted. So let's show you this video and show you what she said there.
Cars now steer themselves through our cities. Robots hold steady hands in the operating room. And drones are redefining the future of war. Innovations of first-generation humanoids, factory automation, and autonomous vehicles have surged from private sector investment. Every one of these advancements is powered by AI. The robots are here. Our future is no longer science fiction.
Wow, the robots are here. This is no longer science fiction. This administration is 110% all on board with this. I'll remind you, Trump said, whatever it takes.
As we gather this afternoon, we're still in the earliest days of one of the most important technological revolutions in the history of the world. Around the globe, everyone is talking about artificial intelligence. I find that too. Artificial, I can't stand it. I don't even like the name. You know, I don't like anything that's artificial. So could we straighten that out, please? We should change the name. I actually mean that. I don't like the name artificial anything because it's not artificial. It's genius. It's pure genius. and its potential to transform every type of human endeavor and domain of human knowledge, from medicine to manufacturing to warfare and national defense. Whether we like it or not, we're suddenly engaged in a fast-paced competition to build and define this groundbreaking technology that will determine so much about the future of civilization itself, because of the genius and creativity of Silicon Valley. And it is incredible genius. Without question, the most brilliant place anywhere on earth. America is the country that started the AI race. And as President of the United States, I'm here today to declare that America is going to win it. We're going to work hard. We're going to win it. So from this day forward, it'll be a policy of the United States to do whatever it takes to lead the world in artificial intelligence. Such an important thing happening. This is really something that nobody expected. It just popped out of the air, and here we are.
He is going to be 100% behind pushing artificial intelligence and even super artificial intelligence. He will be the president that will be known, and it will go down in history as leading the charge of AI. And his own wife now has said that robots are here. This is the future. This is the now. Now we're going to go, I got this video pulled up. We're going to watch this. I've not seen all this. So this is going to be my live reaction to this. I know the general consensus of what they're going to talk about and all this through just doing research and articles and stuff, but I did not watch the video. So I'm going to watch this with you. We're going to do a live reaction to this. But keep in mind, guys, I know people get furious about this because I know many of you voted for Trump. I voted for Trump. But my views have changed. Now, I'm not going to rehash all that again. Most of you guys know where I stand now politically. This is not last year, the year before that. Things have changed. And God has really opened my eyes to things and my views on politics and these, the left wing and right wing and all that stuff has changed dramatically. And it is shifted how I focus on things and how I will react in the future. There is a greater agenda at role here. And here's the bottom line. I don't want to get political here. What I want to get is biblical. And I'm telling you, everything you're about to watch here, listen, what we're reading, what we're discussing here, all of this is framing the beast system of Revelation 13. That's the point. That's the point we want to show you. And we're trying to wake you guys up to show you and make you aware of where we're at.
Don't forget, Biden was the one that prosecuted that lawsuit. You know that, right?
Look, it's a long process. I appreciate that your administration had a constructive dialogue and we were able to get it to some of resolution. I would echo what Sergey said. I think the AI moment is one of the most transformative moments any of us have ever seen or will see in our lifetimes. So making sure the U.S. is at the forefront, and I think your administration is investing a lot. Already the AI action plan under your leadership, I think, is a great start, and we look forward to working together, and thanks for your leadership.
Great job you're doing. Incredible, really, job. Lisa, how about you?
Well, Mr. President, it's such an honor to be here, and the incredible work that your administration has done to support the semiconductor industry. We're building the brains behind all of the wonderful AI that's being built here. And
Interesting. We're building the brains behind the AI that we have here.
I think the amount of acceleration that we've seen just in the few short months that the administration has been in place is really, we're so grateful for that support. And we had a wonderful event this afternoon with the First Lady's support of the AI education plan. So I think the main message is we are all in to make sure that America wins the AI race, and it's an honor to be here.
At what cost?
Thank you very much. Great job you're doing, too. Amazing job. What you've done in a short period of time. Really amazing. And I see somebody down there, Bill, from Microsoft that has done a pretty good job, too. I'll tell you what, I had that stock. It was 28, and now it's about 500 and something. I don't know. It's what a job you've done. Would you say a few words about your company?
Absolutely, Mr. President. Thank you so much, obviously, for bringing us all together and the policies that you have put in place for the United States to lead. And one of the things that I think has made this industry unique is not only the innovation, but it's the market access that you have obviously championed for us all over the world, and also the trust the world has on American technology. I think that everything that you're doing in terms of setting in place the platform where the rest of the world can not only use our technology, but trust our technology more than any other alternative is perhaps
Wow, what a statement right there.
the most important issue. And you and your policies are really helping a lot. So thank you very much. And also I wanted to thank Madam First Lady for hosting what I think is perhaps the most defining issue, which is about skilling and economic opportunity that comes with AI. And so I deeply
Really? The skilling and economic opportunity that comes with AI. Last time I checked, we've been warned that AI is going to take hundreds, if not thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of jobs. That dude right there, sitting on the left of Melania Trump, literally, if it wasn't for Melania Trump, he would be sitting right beside Trump. Zuckerberg on one side, Bill Gates on the other. That guy right there literally made a statement. AI is coming for entry-level jobs. Bill Gates says Gen Z may not be safe no matter how well they learn to use it. Look at that. He actually stated here, I'm going to read it here. It says the ability to use AI tools is both fun and empowering, and he encourages Gen Z to embrace it early, but whether that adoption is enough to save graduates from the pace of workplace disruption remains unclear. In response, applicants are already shifting their strategy. Again, Gates has advice for recent graduates, quote, embrace AI tools, but don't expect any stability when it comes to the job search. So these guys are lying through their teeth, ladies and gentlemen. This guy gets up and he's telling us, and he's buttering Trump up, how great he is, and thank you for pushing this agenda, and AI is going to be such an amazing thing for job development and the economy. Yet the guy that's sitting right beside Trump, unbelievable that he's even there, is telling us that this very technology that this president is spearheading to push is going to wipe out the whole job sectors. Wake up, ladies and gentlemen. This is unbelievable. I have a feeling we're going to have a long day today, guys. We're 2 minutes into this thing. This is going to be incredible.
I appreciate your leadership there as well.
Thank you. Really, and a really amazing job you've done.
Thank you.
Bill, would you like to say a few words?
Sure.
Oh, here we go. Bill Gates. Bill Gates. Here we go.
Well, I'm in the second phase of my career, giving away all the wonderful money that Satya's good work has helped multiply a lot.
Yeah, we'll talk about where all of his good money's going here in just a minute, too.
But I think the thing that ties my first career that I still spend some time on because AI is so phenomenal, and my second career is innovation, innovating in health in areas like vaccines or gene editing, and the president and I are talking about taking American innovation to the next level to cure and even eradicate some of these diseases.
And how are they going to do that? If he doesn't get into this, we've got you covered. We'll tell you how it's going to, and how Stargate's going to play a role in this.
You mentioned polio, which is one that we're close. We don't need new science on that one. For some like HIV and sickle cell, we do need new science, but the U.S. Has the seeds that in the same way that Warp Speed took those seeds and put them together, I think something.
And that was from Trump. Trump did that, Operation Warp Speed with the vaccines. Just refreshing your memory. I know people get mad and they get worked up about it because we talk about your political favorite, but it's the facts. Guys, in case, if you're new, look, let me pull this back because I know we got a lot of new people. We don't play political games here. Those days are over. I don't cater to the left wing. I don't cater to the right wing. We give you biblical truth. Listen, my My standard is not the Democratic Party or the Republican Party, the elephants or the donkeys. It's this right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Word of God. I call it I call it like it is. And if that means it's going to upset you because you voted for Trump or you voted for Biden or you voted for Harris or you voted for Obama or you voted for Clinton or you voted for Bush, whatever it may be. I'll remind you, some of the Republicans were pushing for a new world order. Even Reagan mentioned this. Bush mentioned this. And then the Democrats, and I'm not saying the Democrats are innocent because they're definitely not innocent. They've got us into all this this gender dysphoria nonsense and advocating this and promoting that and paving the way for this. So don't think that I'm calling them out on it too. But what I'm trying to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, is both of these wings are attached to the same bird. They have one agenda, one initiative, one goal, and people are being played like a fiddle. And you feel good all about yourself because you're going out here casting your vote. But I'm sorry to burst your bubble because we're giving you truth like this. And some of y'all, you may unfollow us, but that's okay. But I promise you, I pray that it's not too late. One day you may wake up. You may go find your favorite pastor and your favorite evangelist that's going to cater and tickle your ears and tell you everything you want to hear and the wonderful things that are always positive, and they're never going to give you the whole truth. And if that's what you want, then this is just not the place for you. But let's go back. We got to get through this.
Fantastic can be done. AI for our foundation is that we want a doctor for everyone in Africa through AI. We want farmers to have incredible advice and kids to have a chance to learn. So the work being done by the people at this table is changing the world. It's coming fast, so it's great. We all get together and talk about how the U.S. can lead in this key area and apply it even to the poorest outside the U.S. as well as to our great citizens. So thank you for incredible leadership, including getting this group together.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, says the guy that pumped $50 million into the Harris campaign so he could defeat this guy, but now all of a sudden he's sitting at the table at the dinner. Yeah, right. Come on, guys.
That's very nice. Tim Cook, you've done an incredible job with Apple, little company called Apple.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Very, very few people have been able to do what you've done. Congratulations. Please.
Thank you, sir. That means a lot to me. I want to thank you for including me this evening. It's incredible to be among everyone here, particularly you and the First Lady. I've always enjoyed having dinner and interacting. I want to thank you for setting the tone such that we could make a major investment in the United States and have some key manufacturing, advanced manufacturing here. I think that says a lot about your focus and your leadership and your focus on innovation. I also want to thank you for helping American companies around the world.
I do think it's hilarious that there's no love lost, guys, between some of these. You got Bill Gates over here at Microsoft, you've got Zuckerberg of Facebook, and you got Tim Cook of Apple. These guys don't get along. They've had lawsuits against each other. They've had disputes. It's just funny. But all of a sudden, they're all coming together as a big, happy family with one goal and one initiative. That's, again, another wake-up call.
This is a very key thing, and I really enjoy working with your administration on those topics as well, because I think they're so important to the country. I want to thank the First Lady for focusing on education. There's nothing more important than education. It is the great equalizer and always will be. And so thank you so much for including me. We are all different in some ways, but we all believe in the power of technology to improve people's lives. And that is the thing that binds us all together.
And Tim, how much money will Apple be investing in the United States? Because I know it's a very lot, and it's, you were elsewhere, and now you're really coming home in a big way. How much money will you be investing?
$600 billion.
$600 billion. All right. It's a lot of jobs.
We're very proud to do it.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Sam, you're a big leader of a very new industry at a very young age. You're a young guy. Do you want to tell us about what you're doing? You told me things before that are absolutely unbelievable. So what are you doing?
First of all, to echo the comments of Tim and others, thank you so much for getting us all together, and thank you for being such a pro-business, pro-innovation president. It's a very refreshing change. We're very excited to see what you're doing to make all of our companies and our entire country so successful. The investment that's happening here, the ability to get the power in the industry back in the United States, I think this will set us up for a long period of great success leading the world, and I don't think that would be happening now without your leadership. We're very grateful to be able to build our company here, to build data centers here, to build the entire AI industry and lead the world in the United States. Echoing many other people's comments, I think this will transform the world in a profound way, and I think it really will be.
Yeah, it's going to transform the world, all right.
To the United States' advantage to be able to lead the world this way. The event that the First Lady hosted today about education was really wonderful, and watching what AI is doing even today for education and so many other industries is really great. So thank you so much for enabling this. We will invest a ton in the United States, and we will do our best to make sure that we continue to lead here.
That's right. Thank you. Hundreds of billions of dollars, and it's going to be well worth it. Then you have an unlimited market, right?
It seems like it.
Come to think of it, how much is Google investing?
We are well north of $100 billion. In the next 2 years, it's $250 billion in the US.
That's great. Great. We're proud of you. Very good. Thank you. A lot of jobs.
We're proud of you. Guys, this is just, it infuriates me. Really? We're proud of you, Google. Last time I checked, the last time Trump was president, Google, who owns YouTube, by the way, banned Trump's page, his YouTube account, his channel. Look, Zuckerberg right beside him, right here. They banned this guy under his first administration. But now all of a sudden we're proud of you. You're the greatest thing. We love you. We're on board. Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable.
Good. What about Microsoft? That's a big number.
Each year we're close to, in the United States, around $75 to $80 billion.
Good. Very good. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Would anybody like to say anything? You have a lot of geniuses on my right. Some young, some not so young. Mostly young, come to think of it. Yes, please.
I just wanted to echo everyone's comments. I think we've been just very impressed with how this administration has really embraced AI. And I think that in addition to the infrastructure, the most massive infrastructure built in history, I mean, we're talking 10x the size of the Apollo program. I think also, to me, the most important thing is what AI will do for all of us. And I think that there's been a choice of
oh yes, please tell us
whether to approach it with optimism, and I think that that's what I've really seen from this administration. So I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Great job you're doing. Incredible job you're doing. I know every inch that you're building, and I can't believe it. They're big, the biggest buildings ever. You know, we talked about 100-story buildings. These buildings blow them away, right? So I just want to, they're more lateral than they are up and down, but they blow everything away. So congratulations. Would anybody like to say anything, please? Satya? Would you like to go? Safra?
This is a most incredible time. AI is going to change everything. You hear all of us saying that. But the fact that you are our president and you recognize this right away and you've unleashed American innovation and creativity.
I think something else has been unleashed, but anyway.
All the work you're doing in basically every cabinet post, in addition to what's coming out of the White House, is making it possible for America to win. Today's event that was spearheaded by our wonderful First Lady, focusing on education, is the center of where we need to go, because it is all of these young people who can't be afraid of new technologies. They literally have to embrace it and make America even stronger. And that focus was very, very critical. And I think this is the most exciting time in America ever, at least that I remember. So thank you. Thank you for everything you're doing.
I'm sorry, guys, if I don't get excited that robots are taking over, that robots will be in the classroom, robots will be teaching our kids, robots will be interacting with our children. Our children will be asking questions and learning the ways of life in school and class. Well, not my children, not my kids, but a lot of people do send their kids out to public schools that are going to be educated by this. I'm sorry if I'm not getting excited about it. I'm sorry if I'm not excited about this technology taking jobs. Am I the only one? Guys, let me know in the chat. Am I? And look, we had somebody comment on our Facebook page, and they were saying that, basically it was a condescending remark saying that all you doom and gloom, apocalyptic preachers and pastors, you look at all technology as evil. No, we look at all technology as forerunners to a system that has been foretold. That's what we're doing. Now, you can poo-poo on us all you want, but one day you'll wake up. One day you'll open your eyes. And thank be to God that a lot of people are finally waking up. A lot. Because the overwhelming majority of people out there are finally getting it. They're waking up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate saying hello to everybody, Larry and everybody else. It's an amazing company that you're involved with and running. I just want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank the media. They've been very nice lately, although I'm still here. So we have to... They made a couple of bad predictions. So that was not good. I've never had that feeling before. I went to an event and people are coming up to me and saying, "You're still here." I said, "What do they mean by that? I didn't hear about this." But anyway, I do. The press has been great in terms of this industry, and they understand the importance of it. This is taking our country to a new level. We're leading the world. We're leading China, but we're leading the world by a lot, and we're leading it because of the people around the table, and all I can do is implement and make it a lot easier for you, and I'll be doing that 100%. So I just want to thank you all. Yes, did you have a question? Go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. Tomorrow we have a jobs report coming out, the first since the BLS commissioner who you fired won't be there. A lot of people will be turning to you to see if you believe the data that's released. Can you?
Yeah, and by the way, that job report was bad. In fact, let's pull it up here and I'll tell you what it was. Here's the latest. This is of today. The U.S. job growth weakened sharply in August. Unemployment rate rises to 4.3%. So it'll be interesting. Again, I've not watched this guy, so it'll be interesting to see what he says right here. But that's the report coming out.
Commit to saying the data will be credible.
The number, I don't know, they come out tomorrow, but the real numbers that I'm talking about are going to be whatever it is, but will be in a year from now when these monstrous, huge, beautiful places, they're palaces of genius. And when they start opening up, you're seeing, I think you'll see job numbers that are going to be absolutely incredible.
Again, the same people he's putting up on a pedestal, these tech giants, are telling us that the AI is going to take jobs. So who's right, who's wrong? Unbelievable.
Well, right now it's a lot of construction numbers, but you're going to see job numbers like our country has never seen before. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have two questions for you. First, after your phone call with Ukrainian President Zelensky today, do you plan to speak with...
All right, guys. So they're going into other stuff that's not related to this. So to keep this in the context of our discussion here, I want to give you some facts. Okay, these are facts about what we're seeing here. So let's get into that. So let's break this down. This high-profile dinner that was held at the White House. We know who all was there, so we're not going to elaborate on that. Bill Gates. Let's talk about Bill Gates for a minute. Bill Gates and Trump discussed accelerating efforts to, quote, cure and eradicate devastating diseases such as polio, sickle cell disease, and HIV. Now, back in August 27th, this was last week or so, Bill Gates met with President Trump at the White House, even before this meeting, to highlight the importance of U.S. global health programs and health research. According to Gates' spokesperson, the meeting focused on how such programs are vital to, quote, save lives, protect Americans' health, and maintain U.S. leadership globally. But even before that meeting, in 2024, Gates spent 3 hours over a dinner at Mar-a-Lago. That's the one I was telling you about. We did a whole podcast on this, where him and Trump met, and Gates made a strong case for maintaining funding for the president's, quote, emergency plan for AIDS relief, a critical HIV program supporting millions globally. All right, more facts. In May of this year, the Bill Gates Foundation said it will spend $200 billion over the next 20 years. Now, Gates himself has stated publicly, thus one of these being this meeting, they are pushing for vaccines. This is their whole initiative here. The accelerating development timelines, lowering costs, speedy delivery, all this includes supporting technologies like microneedle patches for easier, less invasive vaccination and controlled release platforms that deliver multiple doses over time. Y'all remember that podcast we did where the Bill Gates suggested that, and he predicted that smartphones would one day soon be eradicated and people would no longer use smartphones, but they'll go to, and his prediction is that people will embrace electronic tattoos. All right, Bill Gates declares the end of the smartphone era, and he, quote, unveils its surprising replacement. So what does this guy who has this much influence predict in his bold prediction that will replace this? Let's read it. In a bold prediction that's making waves across the tech world, Microsoft founder Bill Gates has suggested that smartphones could be obsolete soon. They could soon be obsolete. Watch this, placed by an entirely new kind of technology. Forget everything you know about handheld devices. This is what Gates is saying. He envisions a future where electronic tattoos become the new norm. The new norm. Okay, electronic tattoos. Now, what are electronic tattoos? Well, another term for this is a digital tattoo. So when you're digital and electronic, we're one in the same here. Talk about the same thing here. Again, a digital tattoo, also known as an electronic tattoo or e-tattoo or a smart tattoo. So you'll hear these different phrases. Guys, we're educating you here. Again, news and headlines from a prophetic perspective. All this is going to play in when we talk about where all this is leading. So you have digital tattoo, electronic tattoo, e-tattoo, and smart tattoo. All four of these terms mean the same thing. It is basically a thin, flexible, wearable device that adheres directly to the skin like a temporary tattoo. It integrates sensors, nanotechnology, and conductive materials such as graphene or polymers. All this to monitor psychological signals, biomarkers, and other data in real time, transmitting information wirelessly to connected devices like smartphones or computers. Now listen to me real carefully. Digital tattoos are already being developed and tested for practical applications, primarily in healthcare, and wearable tech. Now, what have we been talking about? We have been sounding the alarm ever since RFK Jr. stated that in the next 4 years, he wants every American wearing these devices in the name of health and bettering our health. We've went off of this, and we have talked about other headlines that's come out where they're all pushing for something on the body for convenience, healthcare, and peace and safety. We have been pushing. We did a podcast with Pastor Tom Hughes, and in my opinion, I believe this society is 100% being conditioned to have something on, right now it's on the body, but eventually where it's going is in the body. And I base that on Revelation 13. So let me get back to this digital tattoo. All right, so let's talk about their capabilities. Why would Bill Gates make such a bold statement? Now you got to admit, this is not the average Joe making this statement, guys. This is the guy who's on the front lines of this stuff. This is the guy who has a hand in all this and pushing forward this type of stuff. So when this guy comes out and says something like this, people pay attention. Not because I don't even think it's because they respect him. I think it's because they know that this guy, the kind of pull that he has in all of these companies, he rubs elbows with these innovators and these elites. He is one of these elites. He is one of the top dogs of all this stuff. All right, number one is health monitoring. These digital tattoos can track biopotentials like heart rate, muscle impulses or EMG brain activity, and electrocardiograms or ECGs, as well as analyze sweat for biomarkers such as glucose, pH, uric acid, and vitamin C levels. All of this enables non-invasive, you hear me? Non-invasive, for now, continuous monitoring for conditions like diabetes or heart issues. So this is one of the selling points. Go out there. You don't even need here. Can you hear this? Can you hear this sales pitch? You don't need you don't have to put a watch on your body. You don't have to put a wearable bracelet. All you got to do is just get one of these digital tattoos, e-tattoo, a smart tattoo, an electronic tattoo. And it's going to be able to do wonders for your health, to monitor. It's going to keep you out of trouble. It's going to keep you safe. All right, within this tattoo, it will have the ability for motion and environmental sensing. It will be able to detect movement while other sensors measure temperature, blood pressure, and hydration, and overexposure to chemicals. This takes it to a whole other level. Then this will have applications that will range from neonatal care in hospitals, monitoring vital signs, managing neurological disorders, controlling prosthetics or robots via muscle signals, fitness tracking, and even virtual reality interactions where they provide haptic feedback or motion input. All of this, guys, is in the capabilities of this electronic tattoo. These devices are often screen printed or laser cut for affordability. It will also have capacitive touch capabilities for integrating with gadgets. They can be disposable, biocompatible, and conformable to the skin for comfort during extended wear. Now listen to this. Digital tattoos hold immense promise for advancing technology, and this is why Gates is saying this, particularly by making devices more seamless, personalized, and integrated into daily life. As research progresses, they could evolve beyond monitoring into active intelligence systems. Wow. Let me say that again. As research progresses, these e-tattoos, these digital tattoos, could evolve beyond monitoring into active intelligence systems. Hello, super AI. Potential developments include, and this is where we're going with this, and Gates 100% knows this, guys. They may function as mini labs on the skin, enabling theranostics, combining real-time diagnostics with targeted therapy, such as automatically releasing medications such as insulin for diabetes through the skin or stimulating muscles for rehabilitation after injuries. This could, quote, revolutionize chronic disease management, telemedicine, and proactive health interventions. Here's another angle to this. Future versions of this could simultaneously detect multiple biomarkers. We're talking about from sweat and fluids, from comprehensive health profiles, personalized nutrition advice, or early disease detection. Integrated with AI, could analyze data in real time, predicting issues like heart failure or dehydration before symptoms appear. And in these electronic tattoos, you're going to have the ability to be able to do what we're talking about, these controlled release platforms, these microneedle patches. you'll be able to release these vaccines into these digital tattoos. Now, the reason why he's pushing this is because they believe that a universal flu vaccine would eliminate the need for annual revaccination campaigns, drastically reducing complexity and cost. It would, quote, protect more robustly against mismatched or drifted flu strains, offering better pandemic preparedness, and coupled with innovations in delivery and manufacturing, it would reach underserved populations more effectively. All right, let's dig a little bit deeper. I'm going to refresh your memory. In the spring of this year, in May, matter of fact, the HHS launched an initiative under Health Secretary RFK Jr. to develop universal vaccines. The program, named, quote, Generation Gold Standard, was funded with $500 million from BARDA. It uses a chemically inactivated whole virus technology, an older approach, and aims to begin trials by next year of 2026 and seek FDA approval by the year 2029. Now remember, this is the same guy who he wants all Americans in the next 4 years to have a digital wearable device in the name of health. Okay?
My vision is that every American is wearing a wearable within 4 years.
And again, we did a whole podcast on that as well. Go back, search the archives. We break it down into detail. This, no doubt, in the wrong hands, will turn into a complete Big Brother situation. They're going to be tracking every move you make. Now, this leads us to Stargate, because this is the big initiative that Trump has spearheaded. Stargate was announced in January of this year by President Trump. It is a proposed $500 billion AI infrastructure venture involving some of the individuals that was at that table. You've got OpenAI, SoftBank, Oracle, MGX. The project pledges to build a massive data center operation. And it's not just operations, initially in Texas, and then 10 sites, possibly expanding to 20. And Ohio's already doing this. And again, go back, watch our archives. We did more detail on that as well. All of this is to fuel AI development in the U.S., particularly in health tech initiatives. And all of this is to fuel AI development in the U.S., particularly in health tech innovations like AI-powered cancer detection and robotically generated personalized mRNA vaccines within 48 hours. Let me say that again. The main objective of this Stargate project is to fuel AI development in the United States, particularly in the health tech innovation like AI-powered cancer detection and robotically generated personalized, custom-made mRNA vaccines within 48 hours. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, in case you ain't figured it out, this is why Bill Gates has become all cuddled up with Trump. This is why they've become buds now, because Bill Gates has, when Trump announced this, Bill Gates got a gleam in his eye, and now they're no longer, it's amazing to me. Because Trump, and this is something to think about, Trump announced, or he tweeted like he always does, or he put on X, that on social media, that he's going after, or he's closely watching, and he even suggested that George Soros and his son should be put away for the atrocities that they've done. And they funded division and they funded chaos in America. Isn't it interesting to me that Trump wants to go after Soros, but he wants to cuddle up with Bill Gates? Very interesting. All right, so let's stop here, take a breather, and let's recap this. My question is this: are you awake now? Are you still asleep? Do you still believe that your particular political party is for your best interest? If you still believe that, then you're still not awake yet. I'm telling you guys that we are witnessing something that is just profound. And we are witnessing the very framework and blueprint of the beast system of Revelation 13. We've said this. In order to fulfill what John the Revelator saw in 95 AD, where he saw a society that was governed by a system that was controlled by two individuals, which is the Antichrist and the false prophet, requiring people to put something in their right hand or in their forehead in order for them to buy, sell, or trade. And it affects everybody, rich, poor, young, old, every ethnicity, every group. It didn't matter. Free, slave, or bond. Every individual on the planet. In order for us to get there, everything you're seeing here and what we're talking about today, this has to happen. So we're living in unprecedented times. We're living in prophetic times. And I wanted to get you this information out. Now, we got some more stuff. We're going to talk about AI tomorrow. We're going to do a podcast tomorrow, so it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern. Wait till you see this one. Wait till you see some of these predictions they're making with this same technology that this administration is pushing, thrusting it ahead, and it's going to dramatically change the world as we know it. Now, I don't want you to be anxious. I don't want you to be fearful. I want to give you Luke 21:28 is what we always say. Jesus said, when you begin to see all of these things coming to pass, come on, ladies and gentlemen, what did he say? Look up, lift up your heads, because your redemption is drawing near. Again, endtimeheadlines.org, endtimeheadlines.com. Guys, give me your feedback. Let me know what you think about this. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? That's fine, whatever the case may be. We love your feedback on this. Again, if you've not downloaded our free app, you can pick it up today, both on Apple and Android devices. If this ministry bless you, encourage you, equips you, informs you week after week, and you'd like to partner with us, you can do that two different ways. You can give electronically, or you can give right there on your screen by check or money order at End Time Headlines, P.O. Box 1391, Monroe, Georgia 30655. So listen, I hope you guys have a great night. It's Friday night. Have a good time. Spend time with your family. Be safe. And again, we'll be back tomorrow night, Lord willing, of course, on the 6th of September, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, and we'll have another great talking point and a great podcast for you then. Until then, pray the Lord bless you, keep you, and may his countenance shine upon you. We'll see you then.
Thank you for listening to the End Time Headlines podcast. We pray that you've been blessed and equipped by today's message. For more information about how you can help partner with our ministry, please visit endtimeheadlines.org.